Hi everyone, my name is Kirsty and welcome to your Vinyasa class today. So we're going to be keeping it quite short and sweet today, mainly based around creating some fire in the belly, some heat in the core, and just really acknowledging this center of ourselves that everything else comes from. So we'll keep referring back to this center to make sure that this is our focus for today's class. And we're going to start by lying down on the back. So come and find your spine. And taking a lie down, placing both of the hands on the belly and just letting the feet fall open or bending the knees and letting the knees fall towards each other. Allowing the eyes to gently soften here as we start to breathe into the belly, almost imagining that there's a balloon in the belly, and as we inhale, we expand this balloon. And as we exhale, we just let it deflate. And now instead of imagining a balloon, can we imagine a bright ball of light right in the center of the belly? And this might have a particular color for you. And as we inhale, can we imagine this light growing brighter and stronger and growing? And as we exhale, can we imagine it just growing smaller and softer and contracting? Inhale to expand. And exhale to contract. Use the breath to allow this ball of light to grow stronger every inhale. And exhale, just letting it soften. And then let's go ahead and take 3 more breaths here. Breathing deeply into the belly and holding at the top. And then parting the lips, opening the mouth, breathing out through the mouth. Taking a breath in through the nose. Holding at the top, holding this energy in the belly. And exhale, release. Last breath in. And hold. And big breath out. Good. Starting to carry the knees in towards the chest, the forehead towards the knees, and just give yourself a big squeeze here. Taking a rock from side to side, massaging the lumbar spine. So we're creating a tiny, tiny little ball for ourselves, squeezing everything into the midline. And on our next inhale, can we reach the arms up overhead, reach the legs out, full body stretch. And exhale, send the fingertips forward, tuck the chin in towards the chest, and as if someone has hold of the fingertips, start to slowly roll up through the spine. Focus on that power center. Take an inhale to reach up through the fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Good, we're going to flow through this. Take your inhale, reaching up through the fingertips. Exhale, send those hands forward, chin to chest as we take a roll down through the spine. Inhale to reach the arms up and back, full body stretch. And exhale, carry the knees in towards the chest, the forehead towards the knees. Inhale, full body stretch, reach everything out. Imagine someone's got hold of the toes and the fingertips and they're reaching out. Exhale, fingertips send towards the front, chin to chest. Slow roll up. Take your inhale to reach up. Exhale to forward fold. Good, let's go last time. Inhale to reach. Exhale, send those fingertips forward, chin to chest. Vertebrae by vertebrae, slowly rolling through the spine. Turn those glutes on to help. Take an inhale, lengthening our full body stretch. Exhale, knees to the chest. Forehead to the knees. Tiny, tiny ball here. Good, last inhale to reach out. And exhale, taking that slow roll up, seeing if we can be as slow as possible this time. And if we want to use the hands, that's also fine. Give yourself some support here. Slow, slow, slow. Take your inhale to reach. And exhale to forward fold. Good, rolling the spine back up. Tuck in one ankle over the other or cross in and coming forward onto our hands and knees. Finding your tabletop position here, spreading the fingers out nice and wide, wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. Find your neutral spine, that sort of flat spine where we can balance something on the sacrum or on that sort of lower back area. And then as we inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale to round the spine, tuck the tailbone, gaze between the legs into our cat. Inhale to cow, arch the spine, tailbone lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale to cat, round the spine, spread the shoulder blades apart. Breath in to arch, heart lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale to cat, round and curl. Let's take a few more breaths here together. Take your inhale to your cow. Exhale to your cat. Maybe the eyes close. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. And then finding our way back to our neutral spine. Sending the right hand forward so the bicep wants to hug the ears here. Super strong through that right arm. And the left leg sends back. Good, so we want to find this nice long line, almost like a diagonal line from the right fingertips to the left toes. Point the left toes and then press out of the left shoulder here. Activate the left glute especially, but also the right glute just to give ourselves that stability. Take an inhale here. Exhale, connect the elbow to the knee, round the spine. Inhale to lengthen and extend. Exhale to curl in. So imagining that ball of light at the center. As we inhale, the right arm, the left leg expands from this area. And as we exhale, we curl it and connect it back in. 2 more times. Inhale to reach. Exhale to connect. Last time. Inhale to reach. And exhale to connect. Hold in here, elbow to knee for 3, 2, and 1. Take your inhale to reach back out. Exhale, left knee plants, right palm plants towards the earth. Good, give yourself a little cat-cow if that's what you feel like the body needs. Any movements on the wrists. And then next inhale, that left arm's going to reach forward. The right leg's reaching back. Spread through the right fingertips. Press out through the right shoulder. Find that nice long line of energy. That nice level sacrum. As we take our inhale here. Exhale, connect the elbow to the knee. Inhale to extend. Exhale to connect. Use your breath here, lengthen the breath and make it powerful. Exhale to connect. Big breath in to lengthen. And breath out to connect. Last time, big breath in. And then hold with the elbow towards the knee. Press the earth away and stay for 3, 2, 1. Inhale to lengthen. Beautiful. Left hand meets the earth, right knee meets the earth. Keeping the hips nice and high above the knees. Starting to walk the hands forward and melt the heart down towards the earth. Placing either the chin on the floor or the forehead in our puppy pose. Feeling that opening through the chest, the shoulders, underneath the armpits. And then when you're ready, sliding onto the forearms, dropping the hips and coming into our Sphinx pose here. So option whether you have the inner feet pinned together or give yourself a little bit more space and widen the feet out. Fingertips facing forward. Press out of the shoulders. The heart comes forward on the inhale. Press the hips down. And on the exhale, just like in our cat-cows, we're going to round the upper spine. Lift the hips, gaze underneath the legs. Inhale, heart comes through, hips drop. Exhale to round, press through the forearms. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round, spreading the shoulder blades apart. Last time, inhale, heart pulls through. Exhale to round. Coming back to our neutral spine. Tucking the toes, option to have the knees dropped here as we lift into our forearm plank. Maybe the hands clasp, or maybe we keep them just spread on the mat. Squeeze the glutes here. Press out through the shoulders for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's meet on the palms, full plank, and start to lift the hips, downward facing dog. Just pedaling the feet out for our first down dog. Not worrying too much about our alignment here, just noticing any tension. Maybe we want a nod or a shake of the head. Good, and when you're ready, drop the knees, untuck the toes. Imagining this ball of fire in your center. Once again, the right fingertips reach forward. Press through this left hand, and let's experiment with sending that right leg back. So we might want to tuck the left toes here, squeeze the right glutes as we find this nice long line for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Right hand plants, right knee plants. Let's go opposite side. Press through the right hand, left fingertips sweep forward. And then can we start to experiment with sending this left leg back. Try and tip the left hip down and stay in for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Everything meets the floor. Tuck the toes, hover the knees. Lifting the knees a couple of inches above the floor. Pressing out through the shoulders, pressing away from the earth. Breathing into the belly here. And then lifting the hips all the way up and back for downward facing dog. When you are ready, starting to walk the feet to meet the hands. Bending the knees, letting the belly drip down the thighs, forward fold here. Pressing through all four corners of the feet as we start to rise through the spine for 4. Feeling each vertebrae for 3. No rushing here for 2. And 1. Take your inhale to reach up into the sky. And coming all the way back down on the exhale. Hinge from the hips, heart forward, hips back, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale to bend the knees, plant the hands, and step back to plank. Good. Either dropping the knees or hugging the elbows into the sides of the body. Slow lower down onto the belly and the chest. Untuck the toes. Inhale, either Sphinx on the forearms or Cobra. Exhale, release the chest down. Forearms meet the earth, tucking the toes, lifting ourselves into forearm plank. And this time, can we start to walk the feet nearest to the elbows in our dolphin, lifting the hips up nice and high, pressing out of the shoulders, dropping the head between the arms, and staying for 3. Keep breathing into the belly here for 2. And 1, stepping back to your forearm plank. Right palm meets the earth, left palm meets the earth. Hips up, back, downward facing dog. The beauty of practicing online is you can pause whenever you like to take a child's pose, to take a break. But just try and stay with this slow and steady breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. On our next inhale, the right leg lifts up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, tapping the right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. And exhale, knee to nose, hold in here. Pressing the earth away, creating space underneath the body. And stepping the right foot in between the hands, dropping the back knee, untucking the toes. Inhale, lifting into our Anjaneyasana low lunge. Taking a breath here as we pull the right hip back, the left hip forward. Ground down through the tailbone, lift up through the ribs, through the spine, through the fingertips. Good. We're going to frame the front foot with the fingertips. And as we exhale, straighten into this right leg. Taking a big bend in on the inhale. And exhale to straighten. Last time, inhale to bend. Creating this rock in the hips. Exhale to straighten. Good. Inhale to bend. Tuck the back toes, lift that back knee as if we're going to set off on a run. And then all the way up into our high lunge. Press through that front foot. Squeeze the glutes in towards each other and rise into our high lunge. As we exhale, sending the right fingertips back, the left forward into an open twist. Inhale to reach back to center. Everything comes from that power center here. Exhale to twist. Inhale to center. Last time, exhale to twist. The left hand plants on the inside of the right foot. Big open twist. And then challenge here to transition into our side plank. Stepping the right foot on top of the left. Maybe dropping this bottom knee to give ourselves some more support, or taking full Vasisthasana side plank as we lift up through the obliques and right hand sends towards the front of the mat. For an extra challenge, you might even want to pick up that right leg and stay in with your steady breath for 3, for 2, and 1. Dropping the right palm to the earth into our plank and taking a slow lower down onto the belly and the chest. Good work. Okay. Sending the fingertips back. Taking the legs about hips width apart. As we take our inhale, lift the chest, lift the thighs, squeeze the glutes, wrap the shoulders back. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Everything activates. Exhale to lower. 2 more times. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. And last time, as we inhale to lift, can we hold here without holding the breath? Taking 3 deep breaths here for 3, for 2, and 1. Releasing all the way down. Place one ear on the floor, bend the knees, and just have a swish and a sway of the legs from side to side. Releasing the feet, finding our way back to our Sphinx, and then finding our way back to our forearm plank, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, and starting to walk those feet up towards the elbows one more time in our dolphin. Option to stay here, or maybe to lift the right leg. And lower, lifting the left. And lower. Good, walking the feet back out to plank. The left hand meets the earth. The right hand meets the earth. Hips up and back for downward facing dog. Pressing the heart back towards the thighs. Activating the heels down towards the mat. Nice and active through the shoulders, not letting those shoulders sink down, pressing out as if we're trying to press the ground away. On your next inhale, the left leg reaches up and back. Exhale, the knee taps the left elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Stay with your breath. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to nose and hold here. We've got this together for 3. Create that space for 2. And 1. Left foot steps in between the hands. Well done. Untuck the back toes and inhale, lift the fingertips into our Anjayanasana. Reconnect with that stable, steady breath and let your breath be the guide through the practice. Whenever you're ready, framing the front foot, bending into the front knee and taking your breath out into that half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale to rock back into the front hip, bend in the knee. Exhale to straighten. Inhale to bend. Exhale to straighten. Good, last time. Inhale to bend. Exhale, find that length. Nice work. Inhale to bend. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. our equestrian pose or runner's lunge. Firm foundation in that left foot. Spread the toes, find the arches. Squeeze the left glute as we bring ourselves up into our high lunge. Take your inhale here. Exhale, twist into the left, right fingertips forward, left back. Inhale to reach. Exhale to twist. Squeeze the inner thighs together here. Inhale to reach. Notice where this strength is coming from. Exhale to twist, where this stability is coming from. The right hand meets the inside of the left leg, open twist. Left hand to the sky, open through the chest. Take your gaze down to the right hand, spread through the fingers. The shoulder is directly above the wrist as we transition into that side plank, Vasisthasana. Stacking the hips, option to have that right knee down on the floor. Long line of energy from the toes all the way to the left fingertips. Lift up here. Know that everything is temporary. We can breathe through it. For 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Back into full plank. And take that slow lower down onto the belly, onto the chest. Fingertips outside of the mat. Create some space for the lower back by just taking the legs a bit wider as we inhale into our flowing cobra. Exhale to release. Breath in to lift. Squeeze the glutes. This is a theme. Exhale to release. Inhale, last time lift. Exhale to release. Pressing the hands outside of the chest. Pressing up into full plank. Downward facing dog. And then dropping the knees. And just taking a brief child's pose here. Widening the knees out, touching the big toes together. And then bringing the belly to the thighs or to the floor, dropping the head. And just taking a little rock of the hips from side to side. Allowing the face to soften here. Allowing the breath to deepen. And knowing that power doesn't always just come from the doing, but also comes from the surrender and the softness, and by allowing and giving ourselves permission to rest. Acknowledging that there is such power in our ability to rest. And whenever you are ready, starting to slide the hands back towards the knees. And finding our way back onto our sit bones. Okay, sending the feet forward here, pointing the toes. And we're going to take a super slow roll down. So fingertips out in front. Imagine that I am pulling the fingertips and not letting you go down, not letting your spine sink down. Chin towards the chest. And then we're going to count together, taking that slow roll for 10. Feeling each vertebrae for 9. Squeezing the glutes, the quads for 8. Acknowledging that fire in the belly for 7. Acknowledging any frustration for 6. Staying with the breath for 5. Acknowledging and embracing the wobbles and the shakes for 4. We have our last 3. We have our last 2. And we have our last breath. Allowing yourself to sink all the way down here, taking the knees to the chest and giving yourself a little rock from side to side. Well done, everyone. That is my favourite way to finish a class, because we think that the hard work's over, we think that we're going into full softness, and then we just throw that one in. Good, let the knees fall towards the right here. Option to extend that right leg vertical on the mat. Parallel, vertical. So it's following the length of the mat. And the left knee is bent with the right hand on top of the left knee, just if we want a little bit more of an intense twist here. Plugging the left shoulder down on the mat as we gaze over towards the left. Breathing easy here. Allowing everything to soften. And next inhale, knees carry back towards the chest. Give yourself that squeeze. And exhale, knees fall towards the left. Option to extend that bottom leg to create that deeper twist. And imagine that someone is pulling the ribs down towards the earth and the top of the left thigh the opposite way. Next inhale, one more time, knees back towards the center. Taking a final happy baby here, knees towards the armpits and taking the outsides or the insides of the legs or the feet. Giving yourself that rock from side to side. And when you're ready, just allowing yourself to come into your full Shavasana. And we're just going to take a short one here together. So if you want a longer one, just turn off the video now. As we place one or both hands on the belly actually once again. Maybe even physically feeling this energy or this heat that we've created here in our practice today. Bringing ourselves back to that visualization of that ball of pure power or that ball of energy, strength, whatever it is that you want to call it. That is always accessible and is always within you. We just need to allow ourselves to take a step back every once in a while to tune in and to acknowledge its presence. Let's take 5 breaths together. Taking a big breath in through the nose An audible breath through the mouth. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in, fill this center of yourself. Breath out. 2 more times, breath in. And let it go. Last breath in and holding at the top. Allowing this energy to carry into the spine, into the crown of the head. Hold in here for 3, 2, and exhale, let it all go. Carrying the knees back in towards the chest. Taking a tumble over to the right hand side. And when you're ready, bringing yourself back to seated. Lengthening through the spine and grounding through the tailbone. Taking the hands together at the heart and closing the eyes if that feels comfortable. Bringing the thumbs between the eyebrows, acknowledging the power of our thoughts and of our mind. The thumbs to the throat, acknowledging the power of our words, our voice, and our truth. And the thumbs to the heart space, acknowledging the power of the love that is both inside of us and all around us. And taking a big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, sealing our practice, bowing the head towards the heart. Namaste. And thank you for joining.